So we've done the bypass, we've done the psychotherapy, we've done all these things. We've lost the weight, we've lost 40 kilos, and now I'm 100 kilos. And life is good, you're getting all these compliments, people are like, what? And you're feeling lighter, you're moving easier. But then the weight loss started to slow down. From losing 4-5 kilos a month to now losing 1.5, 2 kilos a month. And I had my schedule, I had my deadlines, and I wasn't about to be sidetracked. So I looked into it to see how can what could be slowing down my weight loss, and how can I speed it up again. I think there was even a month where I plateaued and didn't lose anything. And as someone who has been overweight before, you know how terrifying that can be, because the immediate thoughts are, is this it? Is this the end? Am I going to start regaining, and all the things that are, that come with it. So I reached out to a physician to see what could be going wrong. As I shared, I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a syndrome that has a number of different aspects, but one of them is insulin resistance. So your body doesn't process sugar the way it should. And while that had improved by losing weight, I was still quite heavy at about 100 kilos and still had that challenge. So as a doctor and from doing my research, I knew that GLP-1 medications help with that. So I talked to my doctor, Dr. Precious, who is a wellness doctor, and we went through all our options, and she prescribed for me ozempic. So I started ozempic, I think, in February of 2025, and it helped. It really helped because to some extent I started getting food noise again, a bit of cravings again, and that was completely, caught back. I was completely checked by the ozempic. I was able to go back to my, to my workouts. I was able to pay closer attention to my diet, and get back on track. So it really just helped to reset and help get me back on track. By that time, I was about 9 months or so post-op, and I just didn't want to stop. Honestly, if I hadn't been in such a rush, I probably could have done without the ozempic, but I didn't want to risk it. And I was already sort of on a schedule. And so I just knew that I needed that push. So was I scared of the side effects and all that? Honestly, I know these drugs have side effects, but a lot of the uproar around the side effects is just hype. Most of the patients who are on these drugs get mild side effects, and if anything, I probably got maybe some nausea a few times, and most of the time, I can remember actually only one time that I got really bad nausea, and it was because I had eaten too fast and I'd eaten very fatty food. I had skipped meals and I was dying of hunger, and so I ate really, really fast, and I became so full and uncomfortable, and I was feeling nauseous. But once I learned that, then I was able to plan properly, have my small meals well spaced throughout the day, and I didn't have that problem again. So the side effects were minimal, honestly. Yes, you can have digestive issues, you can have constipation. That would only happen if you're not taking your water intake properly. But when I'm on top of my water intake, I'm eating what I'm supposed to eat, I felt perfectly fine. So I have no problem with GLP-1 medications. I think they are an excellent option for weight loss. They are costly. I will not lie about that. They are quite costly, but I feel like they are worth it because they are miraculous. The benefits that you can achieve are out of this world. So in Uganda, you can only get them when they're prescribed by your doctor. But otherwise they are available. I also get that reaction so many times when people ask me what I've done and I tell them. They're always shocked, like, oh my God, those drugs are there, they're available. Yes, they are available. And so if you are thinking about it, do your research and see. It could be something that is really, really beneficial for you and something that could help you out on your journey. For the GLP-1s, I also want to stress that, you need to have them prescribed by a doctor and for a doctor to follow you up to make sure you're not getting any side effects, to make sure that you're losing weight, you're losing fat and not muscle, to make sure that you have all the things that you need to succeed. And so Dr. Precious was excellent at that, tracking your muscle. If you're not taking in enough protein and you're losing muscle, she's, on it and telling you what you should be doing and all that. So that was excellent. I don't support this unregulated use where you're just prescribing it for yourself or getting it at a spa or something like that. No, I don't support that. I feel like it should be under supervision of a doctor. And and of course, while you're on a GLP-1 medication, you need to be putting those habits in place so that when you're off the medication, you will not just regain and, but you're able to keep the weight off. And honestly, for some of us who have battled obesity as a chronic illness, I know that I may have to go back on those medications at some point. And honestly, I'm okay with that, because if I can get the help, why not? Even if I have to be on this medication long term, it saves me from a whole other host of health conditions, and I'm okay with that. I'm ready for that. What's my advice to somebody who is thinking about embarking on a weight loss journey? Be honest with yourself, okay? You've been trying to make it work, and I see you. You're not a lazy person, okay? You have some discipline. How come you're able to show up for your job every day? How come you're able to do this other thing and this thing and this thing? So what is different about this weight loss thing? That's what you need to ask. And give yourself an honest answer. Not, I should be doing this, I want to be doing this, but what are you actually able to do? And if there is something you're not able to do, ask for help. You don't have to go at this alone. You don't have to stick to the same things just because someone told you they lost weight by eating, by juicing, doesn't mean that if juicing is not working for you, you have to stick to it. Ask yourself, why aren't the strategies I'm trying working? And then ask for help and explore new strategies. One of the reasons why I decided to make these videos is because once I had surgery, my mind and my world were opened up to a whole world of people who have had surgery. You think it's only you until you do it. Then you meet so many people who have done it. And unfortunately, we are all not free to just go and blast our business all over the internet or blast our business, So you meet people who have had surgery, but are not saying. You meet people who are on ozempic, but they are not saying that they're on ozempic, okay? Why? Because you people are going to judge them. Like now you're going to judge Lois and say, oh my God, that chick, she took the easy way out. So people are not saying the actual strategies that they are using to lose this weight. And now you're there beating up yourself, saying, oh my God, why can't I lose weight like this one? Guys, I could have come and told you this workout plan. This is my strategy, okay? I could have come and told you and sold you a nutrition plan and sold you a weight loss, an exercise regimen. And you would have believed, okay? So please, there is something about you that's different, or there is something about that plan that's not going to work for you. and explore other alternatives, explore other possibilities.